Tell me about the happy prince.
Well, when he was still alive, he liked to walk around in his palace, but he cannot see his kingdom, because there were a lot of walls around. And one day there was a little swallow family, and then the swallow were happy there. But then winter started to. But then they knew winter was gonna start to come. So they had to fly to Egypt. But while the swallow was behind and his family was ahead, he saw a statue. He thought he can rest.
Then?
And then he said, I don't know. And that's all I remember.
What about the... So what did he and the swallow talk about?
I don't know.
Oh, everyone was happy in the kingdom?
No,
Everyone?
he checked. He made the swallow check.
Mm-hmm.
There was like a woman sewing for a ball, and there was a sick child. Needed to get better.
So
he told about this, and the prince said, "Take my ruby." So he took it, and the mother was asleep, and then he found the child, and then the child thought he was feeling better, so he went to sleep. And then at the ball, he gave a rupee. That's all.
And then, what else did the swallow see? Aside from the sick old woman with it, aside from the woman with the sick child, it also saw. Was the ruby the only thing the prince gave away? What else?
His golden cloak. He gave it to a poor child. Poor child at the rich.
So ruby, the golden leaves on covering his body.
And then he gave a ruby to...
Yeah, you said the ruby already. What else aside from the ruby and the golden leaves?
He gave
anything else?
A pearly gem eye to two boys. And now he might go blind. And then I found...
Are you sure it's pearl? I think it's
gem.
Yeah, it's a gem, but I think it's a sapphire. And then what happened? So he didn't have a ruby anymore. He didn't have his sapphire eyes anymore, and no more golden leaves for his body. So what happened to the prince?
He got nothing left, but then he saw a poor rich man with no money, and then he gave
He had nothing more to give at this point. What happened when he had nothing more to give?
He said the swallow said he will stay with him forever.
And did the swallow stay with the prince forever?
Yes. But then winter came. And then when winter came, he started to feel cold. But then he went to the bakery's house, and when the baker was not looking, took some pieces of bread. And then he tried to flap his wings, but it was no use. He knew he had to die. So he said goodbye to the prince. But the prince thought he was going to eat it, but the swallow said he's going to the house of death. And then he fell flat on the poor legs. And then, I don't know, people came. And the mayor said we should make the statue out of meat.
And then? What did they do with the old statue of the Happy Prince?
They grind the heart. They plucked out the heart. And then they said, why is the swallow doing here? We should not let those stuff get there, said.
And then?
And an angel from God went down to heaven. And God said to that angel, bring the two precious things. And those were a heart of the Happy Prince and the dead swallow.
Yeah. So why were those the most precious things in the city?